Sup guys, it's Ricky. This response was requested by TameikiKoji and Baka Surno-chan. Again, I am sorry if I mispronounced either one of your names. What I'm responding to is a point made in a video by Tameiki regarding whether or not Sonic the Hedgehog should be regarded as an American or Japanese character. Now, without a doubt, Sonic is a Japanese character since Japan is where he was created. But I do think Tamiki brings up a very good point when he says that Sonic was made for America, because there is a lot of information that supports his claim. Now, before we really get started on this, I have to say all the information I got from researching this were from these sources: the Discovery Channel's Rise of the Video Game documentary, GameTap's Sonic the Hedgehog retrospective video, and Sega16.com's History of Sonic the Hedgehog series article. Now, the first clue that Tamiki was right about Sonic probably being a character that was meant for America comes from one of Sonic's creators. Yuji Naka is mostly credited as Sonic's father, so to speak, but the man who drew him up and developed his character was Naoto Oshima. Now, according to GameTap's video about Sonic's history, Oshima has been influenced by the typical, quote, Western superhero, unquote, since his youth. If this is the case, then some of that influence has no doubt rubbed off on Sonic. But it wasn't just Oshima's fondness of the comic book superheroes that helped him develop Sonic. I mean, just take a look at Sonic's shoes. They were inspired by the boots Michael Jackson wore in his Bad music video. Well, the music for the song Bad, not an actual bad music video. You know what I mean. So again, something, or someone in this case, American, helped develop Sonic as we know him now. And finally, and most interesting enough, part of Sonic's personality came from an American source that caught me by surprise, to say the least.
Mr. Needlemouse's get it done now attitude is taken straight from Capitol Hill.
If there was a problem, Bill Clinton took action right away. I saw that American attitude on TV. That was the kind of character I wanted to make.
The United States government? Who would have guessed? Now, with so much Western inspiration gone into Sonic's development, this information alone can persuade people that Tamiki pretty much hit the nail on the head with his theory that Sonic was a character that was meant for America. But there is still more evidence to come. Let's look back to 1991 when Sonic made his debut. Mario was still leading the way in the gaming industry, but his audience and the people that played games before Mario's time were growing up. And, well, some of those people lived in America. And to keep playing video games, this maturing audience needed something new and a bit more edgy. Not only that, but a new generation of gamers were emerging, and this new generation also needed a new and edgy kind of game with a new and edgy kind of character to really bring them into gaming. And Sega took advantage of that by making that very character. Take a look at this clip from Discovery Channel's Rise of the Video Game documentary, and you'll see what I mean.
If Mario was cute and gee and aw shucks, then Sonic the Hedgehog was liable to flip you the bird kind of a character that started to resonate with the angsty teens of the early 1990s. And so as they grew up, Sonic was more relevant a character to them.
Sega was looking at delivering an irreverent character that tied into the impish sense of mischief that teenage boys would have. Sonic was the perfect character.
Now, this kind of relation can transcend both countries, as far as I know, but At the time, American teenagers were pretty angsty and they did have like kind of those wild haircut kind of deals. So Sonic was a bit of a relevant character to them, as the video clip has said before. And I do know that Americans have always been into the kind of more extreme kind of stuff in their video games. So when Sonic suddenly comes into the picture, it just makes Mario look really kiddie in comparison. Like Sonic was kind of the badass of the video game industry when he debuted. Like the video clip and that screenshot from that animated movie shows, Sonic was the kind of guy who would flip you the bird. What American consumer wouldn't love that out of a video game character? Except maybe parents. Now, I think the biggest reason of all that Tamiki was right about Sonic being meant for America is because Sega of America, like Sega's American branch, has intervened quite a bit with Sega of Japan's original concepts for Sonic. They found it to be very important for Sega's new mascot to be properly marketed and portrayed in a way that can be compatible with both countries. But they did seem to have some small bias to American audiences. Believe it or not, Sonic's original backstory was that he was a lead singer in an animal filled rock band who had a human girlfriend named Madonna. Yeah, I kid you not, people. Sega of America didn't really approve of that, among a couple of other minor things. Like Sonic had fangs. Again, I kid you not, they removed that. So they took it upon themselves to redesign Sonic a little bit to make his style a bit more American. And considering what has happened over the recent months, it's kind of funny to mention that there was a huge argument between Sega of Japan and America's branches over Sonic's character design. But, back then it actually mattered because it was something that could help make or break the marketing in the West Coast. At first, Sonic Team hated the new design and the character tweaks, but after much negotiating, they eventually agreed that it was for the best, and Yuji Naka himself admits in this clip that the change was what helped Sonic become so successful in both countries.
In those days, I hated the American change to the look and feel, and I didn't know how the consumers would perceive it. But looking back now, that was one of the reasons it succeeded.
So, from what we've gathered here, Sonic's original concept was based a lot off of American culture. Like, at least some of it. There's no doubt about it. And Sega of America pretty much made sure that Sonic was meant for American or Western audiences, considering the amount of retooling that they've done. So, overall, Tamiki, I think you were absolutely right on when you said that Sonic was probably meant for America. There is plenty of evidence that can make a lot of people agree with your point. On something that I probably should have mentioned a lot earlier in the video, you did, I do recall you saying that it was probably because that Sonic's storyline is a little too simple to be a character that's meant for Japan, but after doing all this research and considering the fact that there are a couple other Japanese franchises out there that have pretty simple stories as well, I think there's a little bit more to it than that. But overall, I still completely agree with what you say about Sonic probably being meant for America. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this response. Sorry if I sound a little tired. I'm recording this at 4:50 in the morning right now, and I've basically just been organizing all the information that I found into the script for this video, so I can, keep my word and get this finished on the day that I said it would be out, even though it technically isn't. And I'd like to give a big apology to TameikiKoji and Bakasurno-chan for taking so friggin' long with this video. I agreed to make this video in I think back in the beginning of October, and probably even sooner than that. And just now I'm making this, like recording it. Like I've had part of the script ready for a while now, but I was trying to find the time to, record it. But getting a little off topic here. Again, I am so sorry for this taking so friggin' long. And again, I'm sorry if I mispronounced either one of your usernames. Well, that's all I gotta present. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid, and be sure to check out TameikiKoji and Bakasterno-chan's channels whenever you got the chance, or right now if you got the time. Alright, this is Ricky, signing out.